Now available in paperback and Kindle Unlimited, John Haynes, A Conversation with Death. A man who rules the world and the angel of darkness take on a horde of demons in this inaugural John Haynes series adventure. Get John Haynes, A Conversation with Death for 99 cents on Kindle or in paperback today. About 2 weeks ago, I had a couple of people coming to me on Facebook and in the comments section of my videos talking about how Ghetto Gaggers has my face on their website and how this Ghetto Gaggers website is trying to mock me. And what many of those people don't know is that this information is old news, it's over a year ago, and I have dealt with this accordingly. Now, when it comes down to this Ghetto Gaggers website, I have this policy. I only debate my intellectual equals. I do not debate those who are beneath me. And when it comes down to this Ghetto Gaggers website, it is far beneath me to engage these individuals. And these people prove this by their actions because when you have to go into an ad hominem attack to mock someone in a debate, it proves that that person has won the argument. So when it comes down to this Ghetto Gaggers website and them trying to mock me, what they have done is prove all my points and proven that I have already won the argument. So there is no need for me to engage these individuals in further debate because when it comes down to these individuals, they are clearly my intellectual inferiors because in my videos I gave black people the solution for dealing with this website that degrades the black image, and I told them what to do. I told black people to go out here and file a complaint with the FCC to say that this website is obscene by community standards, something they could easily win in this age of the Me Too and Time's Up movement, which is allegedly supposed to be against sexual harassment and sexual assault. You would think you would be able to get a large group of women together to go against this website, file a complaint against the FCC with the Me Too movement talking about sexual harassment and sexual assault regarding this website, and talking about the community standard being violated because this website is clearly obscene. That is one way that black people could have easily had this website taken down. Now, the second way black people could have easily had this website taken down was to go to the web host and make a formal complaint to the web host. Because if they were to get thousands of letters to that web host, what they would do is take that website off of their servers. Now, finding the Ghetto Gaggers web host is not that hard. All you have to do is type in the IP address of that website in one of these IP trackers, and you will find out who the web host is. Now, I did that on Google, and I found out that their web host is called Mojo Host. And all you have to do is go to the Mojo Host website and file formal complaints on that host, and they will take that website off their server. But the Afro-American Negro does not want to do this because, one, many of these Negroes are cowards, and two, many of these Afro-American Negroes, they have low self-esteem and they look for the attention of these white people out here. And they look for the attention of any white person because they believe the attention of any white person is good attention, and that is shown in their actions by going to visit this website. Because I posed a critical question to one of those people in the comments section and on Facebook about why they were going to this Ghetto Gaggers website, and the response I got was quite troubling. Now, one of these individuals told me that they were going to this website to see how black women are being degraded. And I had to shake my head at that because you can go right on YouTube or one of these other websites like what is it called again? I can't remember. World Star Hip Hop, and go on that website to see black women degraded on the regular. Moreover, you can head over to your Instagram to go see black women being degraded because when it comes down to the image of black women, you can pretty much go anywhere online on social media or any website to easily see an image of a black woman being degraded. You don't have to go to a low-tier pornographic website like a Ghetto Gaggers to see black women being degraded, humiliated, and sexually assaulted, when you can go to any other website to see black women being humiliated and degraded but not sexually assaulted on the regular? Because many black women make these videos themselves with their iPhones. Many of them make them in their own homes. And this content is not that hard to find. If you want to find an image of an Afro-American Negro female being degraded, all you have to do, again, is just type in black women fighting on a restaurant at Google. But to see black men sitting there talking about they had to go to this website to see black women degraded, again, shows me how deep the self-hate lies within the Afro-American Negro. Because only a self-hating person is going to go visit the website of a white supremacist. It shows me how deeply codependent this Negro is on white people for their attention, and how they are in this victim abuser relationship where they need to get the attention of these white people, and these white people want to get their attention, and they go back and forth in this codependent relationship where they're sitting there trying to play this victim abuser game. And most people who want really solutions can't find solutions because neither side, the black side nor the white side, really wants any solutions to the race issue. Because when it comes down to these people, they need racism in order to be a victim. They need that position of being victimized by racism, or they need to abuse someone, because that's what racists do. Racists, or they are the abuser, but then when people start calling them out, then they start going into the victim position. That's why I say racism is a form of codependency and a form of mental illness, and only a mentally ill person is going to go to a website like a Ghetto Gaggers to watch black women being abused and being degraded on this website, where these women are slapped, these women are beaten, these women are made to sit in filth, these women are urinated on. This is not pornography that promotes sexual imagery. This is pornography that is about sexual deviancy, because only a sexual deviant is going to go to this website, and only sexual deviants are going to participate in these kind of sex acts. And this website, well, you see these black women doing this, it shows how low these black women's self-esteem is to go to this type of website. Because again, if these women wanted to do pornography, they could easily do a basic interracial porn site, and it would be perfectly normal, regular sex. But the reason why they're on this site, again, it has to do with their low self-esteem. Now, when it comes down to these white men who run this Ghetto Gaggers website, these are sexual deviants, and they are mentally ill. And it shows that in the choice of pornography they're making, because this type of pornography they're making features sexual violence, and that's sexual deviancy. And this is something many people don't understand about this Ghetto Gaggers, is that this website, it does not promote sexual activity, it promotes sexual deviancy. Because if these men had healthy self-esteem and healthy self-worth, they would go out here and make themselves a pornographic website like Your MILF Hunter. Now, Your MILF Hunter, Shawn Reeves, back in the day, he created a website where he said he was going to go look for the hottest older women. And he went out here to create a website where he went out here to have sex with numerous attractive, beautiful women. And that showed his level of self-esteem and self-worth. And it also showed something about the concept that he was creating. Because now the porn industry is at the bottom of the entertainment industry, but at least this guy, Shawn Reeves, was able to say, you know what, if I'm going to be at the bottom of the industry, I'm going to get involved with the top women in the industry. And that shows where his head was mentally. Now, these Ghetto Gaggers guys, these guys have low self-esteem because they're going out here to go out here and deal with black women who are at the bottom of the porn industry, and deal with black women who want to be abused and degraded. And that shows where they are mentally as men, that they are not in a healthy place. They are in a place of a sexual deviant, And they want to go out here and degrade and humiliate these black women because they have very little value of themselves. And the people who go to visit this Ghetto Gaggers website, they have little value for themselves, and that shows by them going to go visit this website. And again, it's quite troubling that you see many of these black people going to go visit this website, because why would you go to visit a website that degrades and humiliates you on the regular? Why are you paying attention to people who degrade and humiliate you on the regular? Why are you watching images where your woman is being humiliated and degraded? The way you fight a white supremacist is by giving them no response. Now, this is the big problem with this Afro American Negro. He thinks that any attention from a white person is good attention, and that's why you will see these Afro American Negroes going to go flock to a website like a Ghetto Gaggers instead of saying, yes, they talked about this website, and now that I know about this website, I'm going to go make efforts to get this website shut down, and then I'm going to go and make efforts to make sure that I tell others not to visit this website. Because the way you put a website out of business, like a Ghetto Gaggers, is by making sure that they get no foot traffic. That's what happened to MySpace, and that's why MySpace is now a footnote in website history, because no one goes to MySpace anymore, and because no one goes to MySpace anymore, MySpace is a dead website, and you could have easily made your Ghetto Gaggers a dead website by not going there. And this is the big problem with the Afro-American Negro as related to his own image. He, again, thinks any attention from a white person is good attention, and he will go to any white person who pays him attention and gives them more attention. As I was telling one of my goth friends who was talking to me about some of these racists in Charlottesville, I had to explain to them that the only way you can beat a white supremacist is by not paying them any attention. Because when it comes down to white supremacists like those who run the Ghetto Gaggers website, what they do is they get their power from getting attention from black people, because they know that they don't have the talent or the skill to go to get the attention from white people the way your Shawn did with his MILF Hunter website as a part of Reality Kings. No, these guys have no talent, so they have to scrape the bottom of the barrel, and they have to use sad, pathetic black women as a way to elevate themselves at their expense. It's that using the misery of black people that allows them to fund their company, and it's using the misery of black women that allows them to make money at the expense of black women and at the expense of the image of black women. And what's so sad is, to this day, we still have many of these Afro-American Negroes going to this website, and they are the ones who are continuing to perpetuate the self-hatred of black people, and they are the ones continuing to support the self-hatred of black people. And that shows how deeply dysfunctional this Afro-American Negro is, because I guarantee you, if they had a Jewish website where Jewish women were being sexually abused and tortured by men in Nazi uniforms, that website would not be up for no longer than about maybe 10 or 15 minutes before it was taken down, because those Jewish women and those Jewish men would get together and they would be contacting that web host to have that site taken down, and they would be filing a complaint with the FCC to make sure that no one ever puts up another website like that again. And if someone was to go out here and have a website where there were white women being humiliated and degraded by black men, I guarantee you all the white men in America, again, would be contacting that web host and making sure that that website was taken down, and they would definitely file a complaint with the FCC saying that this was obscene. And once they got through exercising their economic and political power, we would never hear from those people ever again. Those people who had created that website would be sweeping the floor with brooms, as a janitor because no one would hire those people for producing those images. That's how deep the punishment would go if people went and made websites like that regarding Jewish women or white women. But when it comes down to black people, instead of them galvanizing support to have a media website that degrades their image taken down, they go out here and support it by giving it more attention. And when they go out here and give it more attention, what they do is show how deeply mentally ill they are by going to pay attention to mentally ill white people. Because anybody who participates in sex acts that feature sexual violence and humiliation of a woman, these are sexual deviants, these are degenerates, and these are not people any people in a community should pay attention to. But when it comes down to this Afro-American Negro, he wants to pay attention to them, and it shows how deeply troubled this Afro-American Negro is, because you're the one going to a website that degrades your own image, and normal, healthy people, they're not going to even think about even typing that in the Google search bar. What they're going to do is once they find out about this website, they're going to make efforts to stay away from it. Then they're going to go and try to get together with other black people to have that website taken down. But black people, again, are so deeply troubled and so mentally ill that they're going to sit there and continue to try to have a codependent relationship with a racist. And that's one of the deeply, deeply troubling things about this Afro-American Negro. He's going to continue to try to continue maintaining a relationship with a mentally ill person, and he thinks that this is perfectly normal. No, you do not continue to engage this person because this person is far beneath you intellectually, this person is far beneath you socially, and this person is far beneath you. You do not engage this person. What you do is, when you know you have won the argument, what you do is you pay that person no attention, and then you focus on taking care of the business of making sure that this person does not go out here and continue to perpetuate media that degrades the image of your people. But when it comes down to this Afro-American Negro, again, he just does not have the confidence, the self-esteem, the self-worth, the courage to go out here and take constructive action, because he believes that as long as he engages in destructive action, he can continue to get the attention from any white person, because as long as they're white and they're paying attention to him, he believes that attention is good attention. Well, I'm here to tell many of you Negroes out there that all attention from white people is not good attention, and sometimes it's just best to pay many of these white people who are racist absolutely no attention, because when you pay them no attention, what you do is you take your power back, and when you take your power back, you show how you are better than they are, because you have the discipline and character to act like a human being, something that they don't see you as, because when you pay attention to them, what you are doing is letting the world know that you are subhuman, and you are answering to them telling you that you are subhuman. And that's what many of these people wanted me to do. They wanted me to go out here and do something, but the best thing to do with people like this is no response, because when you respond to them, what you're doing is letting people know that you're going to answer to what they're saying. And that was something that I got out of a Tyler Perry movie. Out of all the things that you could get out of a Tyler Perry movie, is he said it's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. And one of the things black people keep doing is answering to racists, when if this racist is calling you something, you just don't answer to them. If you'd like to see me make more videos like this, you donate to my Patreon by clicking the link in the description box. And if you want to try some of my SJS Direct publications, you may do so by clicking the link to Amazon.com. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.